Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto channel. Guys, today we're going to dive into the altcoins. What I want to do is encourage you to take a look at this altcoin with an open mind, okay? I know what you want to hear. Everybody wants to hear that their coin is going to 50x, 100x. I get it. I want to hear that too, okay? But listen to me. I've been through 3 bull markets and I'm now in my 3rd bear market, okay? And I'm not saying I'm always correct, okay? But I know how these things go, okay? We're going to look at the coin from a technical standpoint. How many of you a few weeks ago, as your coin was going up 60, 70, 100%, was listening to the influencers telling you this time is different, super cycle, Bitcoin dominance is headed down, alt season is here, blah, 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 blah. And today your coin is probably down 50%, okay? Don't listen to the noise, okay? We're going to look from a technical standpoint, okay? I don't know about your fundamentals of your coin. I don't know any of that kind of stuff. We can't predict what may happen later, what partnerships may come in, what scandals may come up. We can't predict those types of things, but what we can predict and know for a fact are things like tokenomics, circulating supply, technical analysis. Those things don't change. So we can look at it from a technical standpoint and take a realistic approach to what this coin might do. If anything comes later, like some sort of hopium or some sort of deal or some sort of thing like that in the economy with your coin, where it gets worldwide mass adoption, great, that's a bonus. But be prepared for less, okay? Or be prepared for a more realistic target. The biggest mistake I made in my first cycle was listening to everyone else who said that my coin was going to 50, 60x. And as I sat here and watched it 10 and 15x, which was great, I didn't take profit because I was waiting on that 50x because I believed the narrative. And I wound up writing that coin all the way back down and round tripping it, right? I learned from that mistake. If you're not at least open-minded to hearing what a conservative approach would be, then you're only showing your inexperience in this market. So don't be inexperienced. If you are inexperienced, at least try to learn, okay? If I think your coin's going to 100x, I'm going to tell you that. If I think it's going to 5x, I'm going to tell you that. If I think it's going to 0, I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to keep it real with you. I know I could get way more clicks by just coming in and shouting 100x, but that's not going to serve you anything good in the future. So let's take a realistic approach to these coins, and we'll see if we can figure out where a good bull market top is going to be. Let's take a look at the charts. Here we go. Taking a look at KASPA here on the Bybit weekly chart. I've got the tokenomics, markets, cap, circulating supply, all that kind of good stuff mapped out already. You can go do your research if you want, but I'll show you what I have found. So there's good and bad for KASPA. First of all, I don't know anything at all about the fundamentals of this. So if fundamentals kick in and it winds up being one of those coins that receives massive global adoption, so be it. But I'm going to tell you from a technical standpoint what I would think you can expect from a realistic price point here, okay? So back in July of 24, KASPA set an all-time high price here of 19.6 cents with a market cap high of $4.77 billion. Now, one thing that is not terrible about KASPA, at the time it set this high, you had 24.1 billion coins in circulation, so 24 billion. Currently, you have 27.5 billion, so a little bit more in circulation, but it's not terrible, okay? And I projected the next cycle top being Q4 of 2029, so this may be a little off if cycle top is a little later or a little sooner, but this is going to be pretty dang close. You will have token unlocks along the way, but your your circulating supply at that point is going to be 28.4 billion compared to 24.1 billion at the high. So that's actually only 17% higher. That is a lot better than a lot of coins. A lot of coins are 2, 3, 4, 500% or more. So 17% is really not bad. It's very negligible, okay? So knowing that, if KASPA matches its previous market cap all-time high, which is 4.7 billion, if that's all you do, you just match it, and you got to be realistic. Some coins match their all-time high, some don't. Some exceed it. None of them typically, very, very few just blast through your previous all-time high. You could, but again, that would take real mass adoption, okay? So some real spark, some real trigger to come in, and you just can't count on that. You might get it, and if you do, that's just a bonus, okay? But you can't plan on that because a lot of coins, a lot of projects plan on stuff like that and it never comes through. So going by technicals, if you simply just match your market cap all-time high, that's going to take you to a price of 16.8 cents, okay? And again, you could do a little better, a little worse, but 16.8 cents, which is near the all-time high of 19.6. It's not exactly the same because you'll have more tokens in circulation. So market cap will not send price quite as high at the same market cap, okay? To hit the previous price all-time high, you have to go to a $28.2 billion market cap. That is not correct. You'd have to go to, I'm sorry, you'd have to go 17% higher than this. So you'd have to go to about a $5.5 billion market cap. I'm sorry. This is your circulating supply. My fault, guys. Ignore that. So what I've done is, and there's a couple of good things here. So I have thrown a volume profile value area range on this top section from November of 23 to about February of 25. This whole top price action section, and coming in right at your what would be your market cap all-time high next cycle is your value area high. Okay, right there about 16, 17 cents. So to me, that seems like a really realistic and good target for this. Now, one thing you do have going for you that could really boost the value of this coin is it is not yet listed on Coinbase or Binance, okay? And I can't guarantee you that it will be listed on either one of those, maybe one, maybe both, maybe none. But if it does get listed on those two exchanges, you can expect some serious increase in adoption amongst traders who just don't trade on Bybit or just don't trade on Kraken or the few exchanges that it is traded on. So be on the lookout for that. If you hold this coin, if you're interested in this coin, if you did get those two listings, that could really boost the interest in this coin. One scary thing, guys, that I want to caution you. First of all, I am not interested at all in KASPA at current price of 3 cents. And the reason being, if you do return to market cap all-time high and price does go to 16 cents, you're only looking at about a 450% increase from current price. And while that's pretty good, there are far better opportunities out there with other coins that simply have to return to their market cap all-time high and can give you double, triple, quadruple this return on investment, okay? Assuming that those coins go to market cap all-time high as well. So your current risk to reward is not worth it at current price. However, on October 10th, you had this massive wick down, okay? Massive wick down to sub 1 penny, okay? Sub 1 penny wick down. And you have not recovered this yet. Maybe you don't, but I can only find a handful of coins in all of altcoins that have not recovered their October 10th wick low, okay? So be cautious if you're buying this coin, that if Bitcoin in the total crypto market does get another rotation down, you could really see a free fall down here. I'm not even exaggerating, guys. You could really see a free fall down here, another 60 to 70% and recover this wick. Almost all coins have recovered their wick. So if you do get down there and you do recover this wick, I would be very interested in that point, because a run back to value area high or to market cap all-time high then would be looking at 1,600% rally. So that would be very good risk to reward in my opinion. And again, I don't know anything about the fundamentals. I have no idea, and it doesn't matter. I'm just telling you from a technical analysis and tokenomics standpoint. For me, current price action is not a good risk to reward. Actually, I take that back. It's not bad. You're going to get a 4 to 5x, which is good. I just think there are better opportunities at current price. But be on the lookout. If we do get another major leg down in the crypto market, you could come down to about 1 penny and recover this wick. At that point, I would be very interested in buying this coin. If you found this content useful, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to put lots more altcoin videos, including KASPA, out, and we'll be tracking this along the way as we enter the next cycle. So stick with us, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you, and I will see you guys next time.